I'm not sure.
Ooh.
I'm not sure whether you guys hear the like.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like we got two tracks.
yeah, it's like two track, right? Okay. Powerful
Who
stuff.
cares, man?
Anyway,
We are
who
live now. Okay,
cares?
let's
Okay.
go.
Now, welcome back to the Three Marketer Show. This is our episode 81. Manfred just did his counting and all that. And
Yes.
really, this is what we have been doing since like donkey years back. It's already like almost 2 years already.
81, that's 2 years.
81 weeks and running. This is probably one of the longest running digital marketing and entrepreneurship or marketing related not podcast, live show in the region. I'm Jason, I'm a host, together with my good friend Andrew and Manfred, and we have our guest today, Fong. Let me bring Fong up. Fong is actually a colleague, uni junior. He was actually we went to the same uni and in the same course as well. Faculty, okay, economics. And this guy is a very interesting guy. And now he actually runs a investment fund, a boutique investment company, and he's actually here to lecture us about investing. So, guys, if you have any questions regarding investing, or if there's any questions you want to ask about that, right? Okay, so shoot it away. What's up, Chiwai? So that Chiwai is our fourth marketer. Fong, meet Chiwai.
So this
Oh,
is
okay.
very
Hi.
clear. This is a very clear case of somebody who actually paid attention in school and decided to leverage on the knowledge and use it to make a living, like as opposed to the other guy.
Wait.
Facebook advertising has nothing to do with economics.
Hey, I beg
Yeah.
to differ. I actually beg to differ. Why? Because we talk about analytics as well. Because when it comes to Facebook advertising, we talk about a lot about analyzing the numbers. I use back a little bit lah, but 95% of them I give you back.
Okay
to
lah.
marketers.
I mean,
that's called statistics.
economics at the end of the day is still about counting money lah. So same lah, I guess.
I think you higher level lah. You count money, I count number only.
I know I failed my economics.
Oh, okay.
One of the papers that I failed. The other one is corporate finance.
but seriously, investing is very. To a lot of people, it's very easy. But I think it takes discipline, consistency, and of course, learning how to do that. But before we dive into the whole thing, right, Fong.
Yes.
His full name is Fong Chi Fui lah. So different people call him differently. So I've been calling him Fong since we know each other kind of like a while ago. So let's stick with that. But if you guys want to call him whatever, you're fine. Introduce yourself, please. Share with us your background about what you do. What you do right now, what you do back then. Before I bring up, Chiwai's question already like that. What? Okay. Anyway, Chiwai's question is a bit weird, but anyway, we go to that. Let you introduce yourself first.
You want me to go how far back? Anyway.
I give you 45 minutes to go back.
No, I mean my history. You want me to go?
I give you 45 minutes to do the storytelling.
Okay lah. So
It's before Jason and after Jason, maybe.
No lah. Before Jason too far already.
Too far.
Okay, so right now I'm running a company called ATM Capital Management. It's
nice name.
Yeah, actually, funnily, ATM people known for the ATM, right? But it's actually because my boss who founded the company, he was a developer for the military lah, Angkatan Tentera Malaysia.
Okay.
So ATM.
Yes.
Yeah, ATM.
So he had that name for his developer company. So then he founded this and used back the same name lah.
Yeah.
So and ATM also, okay, low line ma, So,
ATM,
right? Not bad.
Yeah. So we got our license from SC last year, May.
Nice.
November we launched our first fund.
Right.
But basically we still we invest in Malaysian stocks lah. So no specialization. We are very generalist. So since inception now we did okay lah, So now we have all the inflation lah, whatever war lah, Last count just now I saw the number was up 6%. So in 5 months. So not too bad I would say, So but our size is still very small lah because we started like a few months ago. So still trying to raise fund. And before joining ATM, I was with two more fund management houses lah. So I was a fund manager with Film Asset. I guess industry player would know lah. It's quite a famous fund management company lah. Dr. Tan, the founder.
Oh, FIM.
Yep.
Okay, yes.
You know, okay. Dr. Tan, he's a legend lah. So
Are they still in UBN Tower? UBN Tower?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Very old office lah.
FIM asset.
Yeah.
Own
So yeah, I was with them for 3+ years. Then I joined another boutique fund called MTC. This one, the boss, same age with me. You know,
Oh, wow.
very young. And also over there, we invest more to the global stocks lah. So more to the Google, Facebook. You know.
Gotcha. Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's about my fund management career lah. So if you want to go further back, it will be a boring story lah. So better
So
not.
when you say Google, Facebook is basically all the tech funds, the popular tech stocks.
But okay, again, at MTC we were also very generalist lah. So we invested in, I mean, I won't say investor, we look into Facebook, Google, and we also look into like Volkswagen, Mercedes, also Intel, the traditional tech, guys like that lah. So
I'm curious, what's your take on Tesla and SpaceX?
He's a big fan, I tell you. Don't start it. Don't bloody start it. This guy will lecture us for half an hour about that shit, man, I tell you.
I mean, I can talk about it for 3 days.
You see, the Volkswagen spends so much money to market for a car.
Right.
Cannot beat the Elon Musk just tweak that.
Yeah, I mean,
Tesla don't have marketing budget, right?
No, I mean they have marketing budget. They don't have advertising budget.
Oh, advertising budget, yeah.
Marketing still got lah, but I have been telling people to buy Tesla since 2019 lah. So
Oh, wow.
So
If they follow you, they'll be millionaires by now?
depends on how much money you put in lah. So imagine if you're a millionaire, you're probably near to billionaire already. So
Wow.
so yeah, but Tesla, long story. I'm not sure I should start here or not, but
I'll give you a bit. Since Manfred asked the question, we have to respect our host here.
Yeah.
I need to disclaim lah. Since I'm a licensed fund manager, I need to disclaim that these are not investment advice lah. I mean, buy at your own risk lah.
Okay.
But in my opinion, Tesla will be multi-trillion-dollar company in the future lah. Right now, it's about $1 trillion. And a lot of people just think that it's a car company, it's an electric vehicle company, but it's more than that lah.
It's more than that.
I mean
I
the
saw
car.
people searching for Tesla phone.
No, that one bullshit. Don't bother.
Okay.
But they are AI. They are an AI company right now. They're making cars. They are making cars driving itself. Once they do that at the commercial level, this company will explode. And then they will leverage the same AI technology to build robots, which can do whatever human can do.
Right.
Although this is a bit, to a lot of people sound very crazy lah. But imagine they can create robots that do things that we can do. This company will I don't know. The number seems nuts lah. I modeled the number before, and I don't think I should share it here because it's insane lah. AI is.
So they will build Skynet, then we all meet Judgment Day lah.
Yeah. But actually, I mean, Elon is. I'm a huge fan of Elon. So if anybody wants to build AI, I'd rather Elon Musk build lah, because he is the one who actually really scared of AI turning into Skynet. So if he's scared, at least he will figure out something how to make sure it will not turn into Skynet lah. Whereas I don't know.
Can I deviate your topic a bit? I also look into EV. I'm curious. What do you think of the competitor for other EV cars like BYD, or I can't remember what other brands, other EV brands?
I would say first of all, this question is a bit not ngam lah. Because we shouldn't think about EV competing with each other. So right now, the whole world, every year, 90 million cars sold every year. Okay, let's round it out, 100 million lah.
Right.
It's about single-digit % are in EV, and this thing is ramping up. They say next year 10%, then 15%, then 20%, then eventually 100%. Okay, so this thing is gonna grow exponentially.
So,
So whoever comes into the picture and want to build and sell EVs, they are not competing with each other. In fact, their competitor is the gas car. They are going to eat away all those gas car.
It's a substitution market, right?
Yeah.
Or is it a replacement market?
What do you mean?
I think it's, basically a car is a car.
It's to substitute
but from
gas car.
yeah,
I mean, we have climate change problem, all those things, and right now oil price also shoot up like crazy, right? Last check is about $100 per barrel, So people in California, I think their gasoline price is already gone crazy. They already don't know what to do already,
Correct.
So everybody wants a Tesla. So okay, now go back to your question. Tesla face no competition. So for so many years, I think I couldn't remember. For 19 they produced 300,000 cars. They sold 300,000 cars, and still got backlog queuing.
yeah.
2021 they produced 500,000 cars. They sold 500,000 cars and got backlog queuing.
Wow.
2021 1 million. Sorry, 1 million.
Wow.
The previous year 500,000. So
The branding is very strong,
So yeah, then you have Neo coming up, Volkswagen coming up, BYD coming up. Their demand is not slowing down at all. In fact, they have to raise price to make the wait time shorten. Because if you I think 3 months ago, if you order, you have to wait for like 8 months to get your car. In US, in Malaysia, you don't even have to think lah. So they have to raise the price to make sure the queue shorten. Otherwise, everybody waiting forever.
Wow.
What
a nice business to be in, man.
Yeah. I will qualify that. I mean, Tesla is making money, making every car, but other people's are losing money. It's inherently hyper difficult to produce, to mass produce EV at profits.
Yeah.
But
Because
he made it.
not a smooth sale lah. I mean, 2018
Barely made it.
2018 Tesla almost went bankrupt.
Yep.
Because they want to ramp up the production of Model 3. Almost
They
went
were like
bankrupt.
what, 3 months cash flow at one point.
They were supposed to deliver their cars in mass volume in 1.7. They drag until 1.8. Finally, the end of 1.8, they ramp up full volume lah. So they made it through lah. Otherwise, if they didn't make it through, they went bankrupt already. So
It's a crazy journey.
So car company, Elon Musk always say, only stupid people go and start a car company business. Because 9 out of 10 of car company went bankrupt. No, sorry. 99 out of 100 went bankrupt.
Serious.
Over the past 100 years.
Wow.
Only stupid people will start a car company. But he's so passionate in EV lah. So
it's not just cars. In fact, I think his vision is on the EV and the things beyond it.
And
like
the
factory, the battery
technology,
components.
the AI, and all the shit.
The AI is quite accidental lah. So
okay.
They were making this car, and then the factory they have this AI very 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 tech AI system that tries to test the car autonomously.
Yeah.
So they might as well we put this system into the car, so that's how they launched autopilot in 2014. So that time autopilot only for highway, so and slowly, I mean, after 8 years, it become now it can autonomously drive in the streets lah, but only in US lah. So
there's actually, honestly speaking, he also very famous for his first design thinking.
First principle.
First principle thinking. Look at the root, he really go and lump all the battery, find the best battery, then that do.
Yeah. I mean,
like SpaceX also. Why you want to build the space shuttle?
The way he think about manufacturing is think to the ultimate atom level, So to make battery, you need cathode, anode, nickel, cobalt, copper, whatever. So for Tesla, they will literally think where to get nickel from Indonesia, from Russia. No. But for other companies like GM, whatever, they don't think that far one. So they rely on supplier. So supplier slow, they're slow, But Tesla is that we are so urgent. I need to go and find the nickel to put into battery.
Almost real time
So this
real-time
reminds me of
delivery.
B2B marketing, because a lot of time people compete in features, like a car company also. I got feature A, B, C, then then I A, B, C, D, and find on feature. But honestly, people don't care about your feature. Theirs is really revolutionize the whole thing, or really get my attention.
Yep.
Then he really, whenever he speaks, I really sit up and pay attention.
Yeah. I mean, my Twitter, the only account that I have notification bell is Elon Musk. So, so yeah.
Okay, since we talk about Twitter, right? TY, but before we go to TY's question, TY has a statement. I realized it wasn't a question. So
Oh.
TY said, let me get this straight. Both of you went to the same uni, and the one in blue turned out to be actually working in the real industry instead of the other one looking at CPM every day. Bro, I don't look at CPM at all. So it's just you guys. But you're right. We went on different route. And eventually that's another long story that we can talk for another 48 days kind of stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but let's get back to your question. I think GY has a very interesting question. What are your thoughts with, I guess he refers to Elon. What are your thoughts with him overtaking, sitting on Twitter's throne? Now, I don't understand.
He's the single largest shareholder of Twitter a couple of days
So
ago.
earlier this
Oh.
week, he bought 9%, 9 point something percent of the company.
9.62.
So, and to give a little bit context, I think about 2-3 weeks ago, he tweeted a poll saying, Twitter, do you think Twitter is adhering to the free speech principle? And overwhelmingly people voted no. And he even cautioned, please vote carefully. This poll got very significant consequences. So I guess this is the consequences lah. But I saw the filing. They say he bought it before the poll. So I also don't know lah. So he seems like he made up his mind already lah. He think there's
But he just
the free
wanted the
the
world to
free
talk about
speech
it.
thing in Twitter is damn lousy lah. So yeah lah. I mean,
Talk about Twitter. What about Facebook?
in the past 2 years, all the COVID, all the politics, all those bullshit, they censor. Twitter is run by Silicon Valley's engineers, right? So they are mostly politically left-leaning people. So if you say anything bad to left-leaning, their thing is hate speech, so they will censor. But the left talks gong sui about Trump, they will let them go. Oh, these are reasonable. So I guess Elon is not happy with those one-sided censorship. So long story. So cut the crap short. He bought 9%, which is single largest shareholder.
Yep.
Larger than even what's his name, Jack Dorsey, the previous CEO, the founder. And then one day later, he was appointed to the board. And then the CEO, who is Indian, in America, a lot of Indian CEO. So he said, we are happy for Elon to join the board. He can add so much value, blah, 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 blah. But there are speculations saying that Elon wants to fire him. So yes, he is the one who I mean, Jack Dorsey, when he was still the CEO, he actually was quite into Elon's camp one, like free speech. We don't censor, you can talk whatever shit you want, but I don't censor, because listen to all sides is the best way to seek truth, right? You listen one side, you don't listen one side, you will sit in the echo chamber.
Yep.
So I think Jack Dorsey, as the founder and CEO, couldn't turn it, so he ended up resign. I don't know, he was forced out or resigned lah. So but he was still he's still in the board. So but they put this Indian guy up, and now Elon make a lot of noise. He's now appointed to the board, and to be honest, I don't know what to comment. I mean, sit back, relax, and watch the show.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready and all that. But
Yes.
basically, Chiwa has another question followed with that. So he said he doesn't understand the part where there is a clause that he can't be allowed to acquire more than 14.9% of the shares.
That's not that's just the deal they make lah. So basically, Twitter don't want Elon is so freaking rich, right? So he can take over the company if he wants to. So they made up a deal with him lah. You want to join the board, can, you don't buy more than 15% lah. So if he buy like 30%, I think gone. The company has to do everything he said already.
Wow.
So right now, I mean, he's already the largest single largest shareholder. So it's quite something. And this guy, we all know, like Elon Musk is not joking around. And he doesn't buy a company as investment. He buy company because he wants to do something about it. So
Awesome.
I would even
Interesting.
expect if he goes in, he couldn't turn the ship,
Himself.
he will sell at loss
Oh.
because because he doesn't care. He just want to go
Yeah, he
in
has too much money anyway. So
actually not true. he is super cash poor one. He
Oh,
has a lot of
okay.
wealth in his company share, but he doesn't have
Yep.
cash. He recently sold some share because this is another story. Like he was it's not being socially forced by people, oh, you're not paying tax, blah 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 blah, and he
Ah.
say, I'm not selling share, also why do I pay tax?
Mm.
But they still make noise. Okay, I sell some shares so that I pay tax, law, so
For that reason, no funny, right?
so he ended up selling some
Curious,
shares.
Wait,
Yeah.
Manfred has a question. Manfred, let you.
interrupt, I heard some rumors that some of the ultra wealthy like Warren Buffett or Jeff Bezos or even Elon Musk, they are selling, or they're really selling as if there's a something big coming. So they're
So,
holding on to cash.
oh,
Some rumors it's all rumors.
I have not heard that lah. But
You might
okay,
want
first
to
of
follow
all,
Right.
Elon doesn't trade shares, so I think anything about Elon on that is not correct lah.
Okay.
Warren is the stock guy, so but is he selling? I don't think so also lah. He's not the type of
He doesn't need the cash. He doesn't need
he
to
doesn't
raise
time
cash
the
to
he doesn't
purchase.
time
Yeah.
the market one. He doesn't.
Right.
He has Warren Buffett. I mean Berkshire Hathaway lah. His company lah has like I don't know 200 billion cash. So sitting
What
on
kind of
there,
idea is that?
200 billion. So you times 4 equals to our ringgit lah. So
Yeah.
but people has been accusing him for sitting on cash for so long. Even COVID crash. I mean Buffett is famed for buying in the crash one, right?
When the blood is
During
on the
the
street.
during the COVID crash, he didn't buy anything.
Oh.
In fact, he was selling. He sold all his airlines, which makes sense lah. So but he
That's
didn't sell
2020, right?
2020. I mean, it's very not Warren Buffett like lah. Typically, he will during this kind of environment he will go in. But I guess he's scared about the COVID also lah. So he doesn't need to sell. So my point is he doesn't need to sell. He has tons of cash sitting there waiting to buy if there's a crash.
Okay.
So
Now,
and Bezos, I have no comment.
okay, guys, just want to add in something. In case you guys want to connect with Fong, this is his LinkedIn profile. All you need to do is just go to linkedin.com/in/Fong9815. For some reason, he likes this thing. Anyway, or you can actually go to LinkedIn and search for Fong Chi Fui, FUNGCHEEFUI, in case you are listening to this in a podcast format. Now,
Could we ever start the first question?
yeah, that's why I want to check with Manfred first. Happy already, Manfred,
We haven't started the first question.
you guys don't want to let us start question, or?
It
Okay,
became
okay,
a
okay.
podcast on Elon
I mean,
Musk.
Elon Musk Tesla is very interesting, man. I mean,
That's
like I
why
said, I
it
can talk
is.
3 days, 3 nights
I-
about this topic one.
I told you, Manfred, your fault. I tell you, your fault. You lah, go and do this thing. Anyway, today's
Content is good. Content is good.
it's good. It's good. It's awesome. Thanks for all the sharing, Mark. Tonight's discussion is really about investing in the digital era. So I guess Fong has some opinion or some observation about the investing. But I guess we want to start with this very important question, which is like, what's changed in investing in the digital era? As in like, now everything is going digital, and then eventually we have new software that become very popular because of COVID, and some businesses went crazy, down, up and down, and all these kind of things. So what's your take?
Okay,
on this
so
right now?
you guys know Mark Andreessen, the famous
Yeah.
venture capitalist.
Yeah.
He
That's
wrote a
good.
famous blog in year 2000. Software is eating the world, right? So software is eating the world since year 2000. So before year 2000, I mean strictly on stock market only lah, not about the private equity or startups lah. So on stock market, if you look at those businesses lah, before year 2000, I guess in the 90s lah, to grow a company is all about real things, right? Hardware, manufacturing stuff.
Yep.
To grow a profit from making 100, you need to make 200, then make 300, then make 400, right? So that's how you grow a company. So there's always a limit. You there's only so big you can grow, right? Like I guess those biggest biggest manufacturing company, like I don't know,
G?
3M, or even
GE?
oil company like ExxonMobil, there's only so huge they can grow.
Right.
FMCG.
Yeah, Nestle, Procter and Gamble, there's only like so many people in this world, right? So since year 2000, the world become like begin to have software businesses, and obviously the first one to get super rich was Bill Gates lah. So then year 2000, the whole world become too hype on this thing, which caused the dot-com bubble lah
Yep.
in year 2000. So, and to be honest, the thinking during that time, it wasn't wrong, Internet is, I mean, in hindsight, internet is going to change the world.
Yes.
So that time the people just whack everything, like, no earnings, no revenue, but whack every share to 1,000 times higher than before, so and if you IPO your company with a .com, your share shoot up 2 times on the first day.
Yep.
So long story short, it crashed. So, and then suddenly everybody traumatized, and we will no longer buy into anything software, internet, we
Yeah.
go back to ExxonMobil,
Brick and
Nestle,
mortar.
yeah, brick and mortar, yeah, true. So, and fast forward to 2010, thanks to Apple, thanks to Steve Jobs, who brought us the first iPhone. That was like 2008, I think.
207.
2007. Then the whole thing changed. So suddenly, internet can make money one, internet can make money one, even for so long, Facebook also cannot make money, for so long. I mean, Google has been making money lah. That's the outlier lah. But most internet company couldn't make money before smartphone. So smartphone suddenly come in, apps, blah blah blah. You can monetize, you can earn on ads, stuff like that. So I think around since 2012, Netflix went crazy, Amazon went crazy, Google has been crazy, Facebook also went crazy. Then obviously Microsoft also follows suit because of the cloud thing.
Yep.
Then
Along with B2B SaaS company also.
yeah.
B2B SaaS,
So but that was just smartphone, the whole world. Some people have smartphones, some people don't have smartphone, So then fast forward to 2020, COVID came. Everybody, even your grandfather also need a smartphone. Your grandmother also go Shopee and buy things.
Yeah.
Your grand uncle-in-law also need to use Zoom to talk to his children.
Yeah.
So, and that accelerated all the digitalization of businesses. So cut so the bottom line right now. Those days, largest company, ExxonMobil, JP Morgan, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Microsoft, I guess, and Berkshire Hathaway, all these very traditional companies, right? Nowadays, S&P 500 top 5, you all know the acronyms are the FANG stocks.
Facebook, Apple,
So
that's the end.
yeah, so if
Netflix.
everybody, there's a recession coming, buy these few stocks.
I see.
No need to think. They are recession proof, I would say, strictly speaking, the only one recession proof is only Google lah. Others somewhat recession proof. I mean, if recession, less people will buy iPhone lah, But still, the ecosystem is so strong already. We will still buy. If we already have iPhone, we'll replace. And Amazon, people will still go Amazon and shop, and their AWS will continue to grow. All these things. So to bring back to the question, this is the digital era of investing lah. So a lot of people still stuck, those Warren Buffett old guard type camp people. They say, this tech company will crash one. One day will crash one. It's just too expensive. Blah 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 blah. They've been talking for 10 years and they never crash. It go higher, 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 higher. And Tesla, obviously, another one. Now go AI some more. So that's why it go become $1 trillion company. So in this era, if you are not a software company, at the minimum, software company is so basic, But if you are not software, you're not internet, you are not machine learning, you don't think about people will drive your valuation. That's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I guess that if I'm not sure that answer your question.
In a way, I guess it talks about how people's behavior in terms of investing. But I also want to encode this question from another angle. Do you think the habit of investing or how people invest has changed because of all this digitalization? Because now we know that you can actually buy stocks through apps.
Okay, I think we need to set the context a bit lah. So Malaysia, we still not so easy to buy US stocks lah.
International, yep.
We still need to open that. I mean, if you want to open account of Robin, I've not tried with all those Robin Hood lah.
Tiger Broker.
Yes, I think Tiger is
Luno.
quite common. Tiger is quite common, and then Interactive Broker is
Rakuten.
quite common. But I personally I don't use them. I use local broker because they can integrate the Malaysian stocks and also US stocks.
Right.
So the fee a bit high lah, but I don't care one. So So for Malaysian, it's still not as democratized, But for the United States, if you are American or even you have the Westerners in the Europe, there are like I don't know how many stockbrokers that offer you free brokerage, literally zero brokerage. But they will use your data lah. They will find a way to make money one. But
Competition too keen already lah.
yeah, and what 一機在手, you can buy and sell, very fast. So to answer your question, because of that, I'm not sure you guys heard about the meme stocks, the GameStop, the AMC, some even branded Tesla as a meme stocks, So all these guys, they are just another retail investor. A lot of them actually they don't have any ideas in financial valuation and stuff, but because they went to a Reddit post, they grouped together. They said let's push GameStop, because they saw some glitch lah. They saw if we push together, this thing will go haywire. So it was that was what exactly happened. And obviously because COVID, the US government pumped a lot of they call stimulus check to them, So it pushed then that GameStop saga made a lot some hedge fund went bankrupt, just because all these retail investors go and push.
Because they were shorting the stock.
Yeah.
Whereas
So
the retail investor
obviously
picked it up.
subsequently it came down lah. So I don't know how many people die also lah, the retail investor lah. But yeah, I mean it spurred a lot of interest in the retail investor lah, in the state lah, but not here lah. Here I would say I've known a lot of people buy Tesla stock. So I guess it's also somewhat more awareness lah. So yeah.
Okay.
Any insight for Singapore market?
Disclaimer.
Not familiar.
Disclaimer, but Singapore is always a very boring market, I would say, because the regulator there is like hyper strict. So companies management they're not they're very cautious in telling guidance, stuff like that. So I mean, in Southeast Asia, the most cowboy markets are the Thai, Philippines, and Indonesia somewhat. Malaysia is the somewhat in the between. Singapore is the one that you don't try and go in and do hanky panky lah. The next day
hold you to jail, man.
Yes.
They will seriously, which is good. I mean, from an investing standpoint, but
I mean, if you want conservative investment, Singapore, be my guess, the best market. But if you talk about outperforming returns, that is not the market I would look for lah.
Just to my take on this question is when I read this, it's like 20 years ago, if you want to get into investing in the stock market, you obviously have to go through a broker because information was scarce. And if you want to check the pricing and monitor if you're a day trader, you will have to sit yourself in front of one of the, what do you call it?
Like the 大時代 one, you need to sit at the trading floor.
Trading floor.
Some auntie even
Correct. and that's their day job.
Yeah.
Because I remember those days when I was working, when I started work, that was during that boom was an 80 or 90s boom. So the salespeople job was they come in at 9, submit report, claims report, and they go out, not to see client, but they go out to sit at the trading floor until 5 o'clock. and a lot of people, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But now information on investing is widely available. I mean, it's there, and you can get close to almost real-time pricing already.
Yep.
Those days, what, 20 minutes delay? Now it's almost, what, 5-10 minutes delay? And
Depends.
you
I
still
mean,
need the terminal, the KLSC terminal.
Yep.
Now you don't need anymore. Like KLSC
no,
terminal,
I mean, if you pay, you got real time already. Yeah, so
yeah, it's 20, but that time was what, 10,000 or 2,000 or $3,000 ringgit a month rental.
yeah.
Wow.
KLSC terminal.
Yeah.
So
mm,
that's the change lah. Now
Yeah.
is just like that. You can just buy with your own. You don't have to rely on broker. Information is widely available, and it's almost ubiquitous, investment.
yeah, and I mean, got pros and cons lah. Depends on where you sit lah. So from where I sit, I prefer the old days lah, because old days. I mean, obviously to get information. I mean, I wasn't active in old days lah. I mean, I was still a 12-year-old kid lah back in 90s lah. But those days, if you are into this line, like my ex-boss Dr. Tan, they also have access to the info, and the market was super inefficient. Like how can this company so cheap one? Yeah, I can close out and buy,
Right.
And then sure enough, like 5 months later, the share sure shoot up like 10 times one.
Yep.
Today, if you can find this kind of opportunity, the next minute shoot up 10 times already. That's what we call market efficiency theory.
Right.
So
Correct.
in this
but,
era,
but it's fair in a sense, because those days only a select few, technically speaking, control the market because they had access to information,
Yep.
whereas the rest of us don't have. So they would decide when they want to buy, and when they want to sell, they will only release the news. So people like us, or the so-called retail investors, would chase, and then that's how they can
you will get manipulated lah, basically.
Yeah.
But that, again, back to my point, that's how Warren Buffett made his fortune. Because those
Very
days it was
true.
so inefficient.
Very true.
He started in the 60s. So 60s, no computer at all. So he
Yep.
he went to the library, took the
research.
stock manual. This thick,
Yep.
contain like 5,000 companies. I don't know how many companies. He flipped one by one. Oh, this one cheap. Flip one by one. This one cheap. Then he ran to the broker and said, I want to buy this.
Yeah.
And those shares he make at least 10 times per share. So
Right.
so that's how he compound his money. That's why these days Warren Buffett very hard to outperform. Not only the information is so efficient,
Yes.
the company is so freaking huge. I mean, to grow 2 million to 20 million is not that hard lah. To grow 200 billion to 2 trillion is super freaking hard.
Yes.
It's near impossible. So
Yep.
so yeah, I agree with you. I mean, like I say, pros and cons. Pros is everybody get access to buy shares. If you want to lah. A lot of people still very lazy lah, procrastinate lah.
Right.
Always ask me how to open account go do this. 5 months later, say, I still haven't opened because very leceh lah. All those things. So
Yeah, I think I asked the same question probably about 10 years ago, and I now still don't have a ship.
There you go.
There you go.
So obviously the onboarding still not good lah.
I
Onboarding
guess
is
it's about awareness, because a lot of people would think about stock investment differently. And I guess a lot of people would look at stock investment as like a gambling kind of stuff, where you want to go in and make a fortune out of it, which is not possible. And what Fong believes, and very similar to, which is what he believed in, Warren Buffett's
Value investing.
theory, is really about value investing.
Yep.
But that will lead us to another question about value investing. But before that, I want to bring up this question from John. John is obviously from Vietnam. So John is asking,
Nguyen.
invest in crypto or not? Which actually we have this question prepared.
Yeah.
Which is we want to talk about what's your take on wait, let me bring down John. What's your take on crypto
and
NFT?
Okay, so disclaimer, I'm not an expert in crypto and NFT. NFT, I am a noob, in fact, so don't take any of my words. So, but I'll tell you it's a bubble lah. So but don't take my word. Crypto, I'm not an expert, but I have a view. But crypto is very funny one. If you go Twitter and you read through all the threads about Twitter, about crypto.
Crypto.
It's very polarized one. It's like Donald Trump versus Joe Biden one. So one side, wow, Bitcoin will become the reserve currency. It will go to 1 million per coin. Blah, 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 blah. Okay,
Right.
there's no skies. The galaxy is the limit. So
Yeah.
on the other side, whatever you tell the guy,
It's a
crypto
scam.
is a bubble, crypto is a bubble, crypto is a bubble, crypto is a bubble. Nothing you can change his mind.
It's a
One.
chanting like that.
Yeah. So you get it's a fake thing. It's based on few bits of from the PC. It will worth nothing in the next minute. Something like that. So there's two extreme spectrum lah. I would say like.
That's true.
I am in the middle. So I guess in most topics we should strive to do that lah. So I'm skeptical with all the maximalists who say it will worth 1 million per coin.
Right.
To me, let's just say Bitcoin lah. Bitcoin now is the most famous cryptocurrency, right? So and they always say, wow, this is the best storage value in digital form, But to me, currency should be a transactional currency first, then become a storage value. You look back, all our currencies are like that one. No currency become a storage first, then become transaction. Gold started off as a medium of transaction. Then right now nobody want to transact in gold already. Then only it become a storage. So
Right.
Bitcoin started off as a storage value, which I think it's not so ngam. And obviously, if you want to buy a cup of coffee using Bitcoin, it doesn't make sense one because that transaction will, I don't know, 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever. So everybody will stand there. My coffee also cold already, but the thing still not get through.
But Bitcoin was positioned as transaction, as a digital currency.
But like I said, the latency just too long, so it doesn't fit as a transactional currency. I mean, you can transact, no problem, but you have to wait damn long.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why then a lot of people say Ethereum is transactional. A lot of people use Ethereum too, especially NFT, right? You buy NFT using Ethereum. So to me, and recently, obviously, Elon Musk promote Dogecoin lah. So in fact, he complained about Bitcoin exactly what I said. The latency just too long.
Right.
So I want to take Dogecoin, which was founded just as a joke. He said I would turn it into, I would solve the whatever problem, the Bitcoin problem, so that Doge won't have the problem.
Right.
So he said there's a very small chance, but a good chance that Doge might become whatever people wanted the crypto to be. So, and disclaimer, I have some lah, a few $1,000 lah I bought, just because he say lah, and I prepare to lose those money lah. So, okay, so I am a bit skeptical, but if anybody can prove Bitcoin to have a use case, like finally you can really buy things using Bitcoin, using Ethereum, using Doge, or using whatever crypto, that is the first starting point that I would say crypto really has a future. Right now it's all speculation. You can say Bitcoin 40,000, 30,000, 0, 2,000, whatever.
Right.
Everybody have their point, and you trade. You make money, you lose money. You show your pocket. So, but it doesn't have a use case yet. But a lot of people promise a lot of things. So let's see lah. But so Tesla again, why Tesla is so at the frontier, right? They accepted Bitcoin for a while to buy the car.
Yes.
Then subsequently they realized it doesn't work lah. So a lot of problem lah. Because Bitcoin just fluctuate too much, right? Then now they accept Doge for their merchandise. So these are the steps you should take. You don't just promote crypto. You need to put into action to give it a use case. Otherwise, it's worth nothing. So to me, crypto, if they are not transactional, I think so. Bottom line is crypto should be a transactional currency first, only a storage currency second. So I mean, a lot of people will argue with me, blah 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 blah, disagree. But that's my view.
That's why now they're pushing Web 3.0.
Yeah.
Web3, yeah.
NFT lah, the metaverse, whatever lah.
Right.
So again, that one I also don't have much view lah. So
yeah, I mean, this is really something that we can't comment on, and we really have to take your advice for that. But then again, You know, we have GY say in John McAfee, we trust long live. Like, who the hell is that? Seriously, no. Like, you guys can fill in the context.
John McAfee, the founder of McAfee Antivirus.
Yep.
All right.
He passed away,
Most
lah.
country guy.
So not
Yes.
long live technically.
Not long live anyway.
Li-
so-
literally not long
Yeah,
live.
yeah. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
And I guess John is asking a very interesting question. It's okay if you want to pass this on because John, this is the digital marketing discussion, and we are not here to give tips on investing, my friend.
Yeah, man.
But Fong, what do you think?
Buy Tesla.
There you go.
But buy at your own risk. Buy at your own risk. Don't come back and sue me.
Caveat emptor.
But that's what I would tell my best friend,
Of course.
You've been telling us.
my
I
family, that I want them to prosper. So buy Tesla and hold it. Don't bother with whatever macro ups and downs.
Yeah.
Just buy and hold it.
Well, if you
Once-
can afford it, why not?
Yeah, they're going to split the stocks, what? So hopefully it's cheaper, lah. And US stocks you can buy one share one.
Oh, is
You
it?
don't have to buy 100 share one. You can buy one share one. US
Oh,
stocks.
okay.
Ah.
That's interesting.
So yeah. So
So
Okay,
when you
so-
sell, you are subjected to the 40% US tax, right?
No.
No, that's capital gains.
That-
no
that's
tax,
that's it's quite funny. The local residents kena capital gain tax, but foreigner don't kena one, which is very
Oh.
very strange.
Well,
but
that's
but
interesting.
but if dividend we gonna tax. So fortunately Tesla is not a dividend paying
Yeah,
stock.
no, dividend stock. What? Not yet, lah. Not yet, lah.
So
Right.
so
Apple
wait
is-
wait for autonomous driving to come. Wait for the robot to come. EV they already won lah. So right now they are just pricing in the EV lah. So the
Right.
autonomous driving, the so-called robo taxi,
Yeah.
you know, all hasn't been factored in yet. So
Yeah.
once that comes in, you know, but just hold lah.
They're building an ecosystem. Lah. The way
Yeah.
you explain it is come across as you've got your battery supply, which you are building it. You've got the AI, which is the software, underlying software. Then you have the physical products, which is your EV. and all
About
that.
sorry about Tesla, the last one. About AI, most important is talent. And all AI talent in this world are flying to Tesla headquarters, say, give me the job.
Oh,
Because
don't
it's
want-
fun.
If you are top-notch, Stanford University, Harvard University, whatever, they all want to work for Tesla or SpaceX. So
Okay.
so that's their advantage. AI is about talent. It's about all the crazy PhD doing calculation, solving all the machine learning technicalities. So
Yeah.
so Tesla has all the talents. So yep.
by the way, his AI company is called OpenAI.
That one founded by Elon, but he left already lah. So
Is it left? I thought
he
it's still
founded
open.
it as a non-profit. Then the internal say no, we must be for profit. So he left.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So John, hope we give you some tip, but
Yeah.
yet
Only
again,
one name.
discllaimer. Yeah.
Disclaimer: buy at your own risk.
Yes, by your
Yeah,
risk.
yeah. Don't come back and sue any one of us. We can't that anywhere than you. Seriously, no. But if you want to sue the guy, that guy. So anyway, let's come back to what we have, right? Because
We've
just now
done this.
we scratch on Warren. Let's talk about your idol Warren Buffett. When you're saying that he can't really outperform now, he was outperforming all the while in the past. So what do you think about him right now?
Okay, so whatever he does still makes sense. I mean, the way I value Tesla is also value investing. To me, it's attractive undervaluation. So the principle is always true one. You buy undervalued stocks and hold it for long term. Don't care. I mean, eventually people, if you are right, people will come and agree with you one. So what Warren's problem is, I mean, he's a 90-year-old man lah. So you talk to him, don't even talk about AI lah. Talk to him about Google also. Okay lah, he knows how to go Google stuff lah, but how it works, how the ads make them money, he might be a bit how then he decided I pass lah. I just lazy to go and understand lah. But he understood Apple. That's why he bought Apple. Everybody has iPhone ma. Everybody has iPad ma. Very easy to understand ma. And he make them a lot of money. I think he make like 5 times or something like that. So
yes.
yeah. So So at the end of the day, that's what he always preach lah. The circle of competence lah. You must and in the end of the day, you buy something that you really understand lah. You don't go and sinka and buy something you half understand. Then you bought, then something you never expected happen.
Right.
you lose money, then you blame people, blah, 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 but it's because of your own incompetency lah. So fortunately, you know, company like Tesla to me is very understandable. It's a car company. EV need a battery. So what makes a battery? You know, at least we can understand that thing, like, you know. And AI means, you know, you need data come in and train the machine to know. Oh, I've seen this before. So next time I see it, you know. So that kind of thing I can still understand. But you talk about, you know, let's say, what are the company that I don't, oil and gas company. Oh, I the balik the annual report also cannot understand. You know, so yeah. So I think Warren. So bottom line is Warren's way still works, but you need to. And back to the first question, what I mean, we are in digital era. So Warren by any definition he cannot adapt to the new era one because he's just simply not accustomed to it. So we young people we have a chance lah. So in fact, you know, when I say Tesla, there will be 1 billion people disagree with me.
Warren
So-
is not in Tesla, right?
No. People have been
Oh.
speculating he will buy. I say no lah. He definitely won't buy.
Yeah.
But Warren is in BYD.
That's right.
But
EV
and
lah.
for very very long. I mean since 2008.
Yes.
So when BYD was nothing. So BYD is a Chinese EV company lah basically.
Right.
So yeah, I think for
number of buses are using BYD for information. Some of the buses. Yeah, I'm curious. Now that Singapore, Malaysia open up already, there are some Tesla driver from Singapore drove to Malaysia. So my
Yeah.
question: Malaysia got a lot of charging point, man.
We are building up.
I think got lah.
Shopping
Yeah,
center.
because
the
already
North South
have-
Highway got, but our charging port is they are crap lah. Obviously Tesla have their supercharger, right? So you can
Right.
charge in 15 minutes and you can go already. But this one I think you have to charge like half an hour to one hour.
2 hours, some of them are saying.
Yeah. So
But
so-
even then, the head is different, right? The charging, but I don't know.
no, I
whether
mean
the-
Tesla is the most populated EV in the world, so they definitely have to do with that one.
That's a
that's
so-called.
the compatible one lah.
Yeah.
Right. So guys, if you watch up to now, means you're interested in investing. If you want to find out more about Fong, this is the link that you can actually connect with him on LinkedIn. All you need to do is just go over at linkedin.com/in/Fong FUNG 9815. Now, you know, just want to do a quick, very interesting announcement. In fact, Fong and I just started a podcast. Now, this is not for everyone, to be frank. It's not for everyone. It's a Cantonese podcast. Okay, and then we don't hold bars. There is no hold bars in this podcast. We talk about all nonsense. So this is the link. It's called Module Podcast. Okay. So basically, all you need to do is to go to hy.page/module, right? So that's how it works.
My kind of language,
What module
my-
translate to we don't give a fuck lah.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, essentially, before if you don't understand what is module, then probably this is not for you, lah. But anyway, you get the idea, you get the context, right? So that's that, right? That's me and Fong. All right. Now come back to this. Now
Nice.
Chiwa is very excited. No, I just flashed it a little bit, you know. Then we off it, right? Like Chiwa very excited. Lai liao, you know. Have you listened to it? I launched it. We already have our first episode, but we are iterating. In fact, we are experimenting and we are looking at different things. But if there is any feedback, please feel free to drop me a message, drop Fong a message so that we can actually move. But I guess the essential thing that we're going to do in the podcast would be very much on, marketing, entrepreneurship, life, philosophy, and of course, investing. So that's what is going to happen. Fong will probably, I was thinking to get him to at least talk about a little bit about investing in every episode, at least to talk a little bit about all these things. So to make it a little bit more juicy. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I don't need to flash the link again. So just don't want to distract the audience.
It's quite easy to remember, man.
Yeah, it is very easy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm scared already. Although I don't have a very good memory, but I can still remember it.
Yeah. So Fong, before we go, we have 5 minutes now. Probably you can share with us. Oh, but before that, we have a question. Wait.
Oh,
I think John has a follow-up question. Let's see. Okay, John still not giving up. He's asking which among the FANG companies have a brighter future, where to invest.
Okay, so let's not talk about Tesla lah, huh?
Google, right?
it's quite hard to choose. Okay, so basically, let's boil them down to what their major revenue profit driver. So Apple still iPhone and the software. So
Yes.
basically, I don't know how many iPhone users here. One. Anyway,
50%?
I'm also iPhone user, and I'm pretty damn sure that both of us are very sticky to their product
Cannot
because
change.
all their software, so that's how to drive their future growth.
Yeah.
So I would say I would rank them the lowest if you want to talk about growth
Mm.
because again back to the theory, there's only so many people in the world, right? So unless everybody's begin to each of us buy 3 iPhone, then different story so so Microsoft actually technically not the FANG stocks, but I cannot not mention them. Microsoft has evolved from Windows Microsoft Office company into cloud.
Cloud company.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I mention cloud, I cannot not mention Amazon. So Amazon actually the e-commerce is you don't expect them to grow like crazy in the past 10 years anymore. I mean, it will still grow. Penetration is still there. I mean, it's still not peaked yet, but the main growth is also from cloud, which is AWS. So basically, these two, I don't have a strong opinion on how fast cloud can continue to grow, but I presume it can still grow. So if you believe in this area, by all means, I think these two are the one you want to go for. Then Google, interestingly, they are also in cloud,
Yep.
and obviously YouTube, Google Ads, all still growing like crazy. Can pandemic, recession, we will still use them.
Yep.
Yep.
So I would say, and uh, so this is their bread and butter, which I think is super stable and still growing. So if you want me to choose, I would choose Google Alphabet So this company is like, whatever happened to the world, war, inflation, just buy Google. And also they have a so-called moonshot, which I really like, DeepMind. Again, back to AI. They have DeepMind. They own, I don't know, like major shareholder subsidiary level DeepMind.
You
I'm
miss
not
out.
sure you guys saw the documentary of them solving, beat the Go player, world number one Go player from Korea.
Mm.
Go, right? The Weiqi.
Geo.
So
Black and white.
that game is super difficult to solve as an AI problem because the possibility is limitless. Computer cannot solve one. The computing power is too too weak to solve it.
Oh, shit.
So they need to
Probably.
figure out AI way to solve it, and finally they beat world number one handily. It's a Korean guy. You guys go Alpha Go Go. Watch that documentary. I watched multiple times already. So very inspiring. So that's the first thing that they solve. Then they also solve what you guys know the US reality show the Jeopardy. So they basically they figure out AI to win a reality show
Okay.
So and then now they came out another breakthrough. This is a bit biotech the what do you call the protein inside us to determine what protein is what protein you need to figure out how they fold This is very technical, very biology So and the folding thing is very very messy, very random one.
Right.
But they figure out an AI machine algorithm to understand this protein, how to fold this protein, how to fold this protein, how to fold, and this thing will change our life forever. Just they haven't commercialized that damn thing yet. So I think DeepMind is a moonshot So I'm very excited with anything have to do with AI So AI is about Tesla and Google this side So long story short, I would say Alphabet will still have the brightest They are still the brightest
That's those are what you call a blue chip.
Yeah.
Because Fang is and the N is actually referring to Netflix but
Netflix, right?
I don't lump them in this league so let's not even talk about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, cool. John, some advice. And
There you
John
go.
has a follow-up question. John, what do you want? Is that Jason's Love Life in Mobile podcast? Hey,
What the?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't get Don't think too much, John.
All
okay,
right.
but yeah, thanks for
Okay.
thanks for
Stick to
asking.
investing. Stick to investing.
Stick to investing. Now, if you guys want to connect with Fong, this is his LinkedIn. Just go to
Yes. You should. You should.
linkedin.com/in
You should.
/Fong9815. We learned so much from him tonight. It's
Yeah.
awesome, seriously. And right before we go, we have a website of the week, which is what Manfred do every week. So
Yes.
what do you have for us tonight,
It's
Manfred?
time to AI, Fong.
Yeah, it's also AI. Not so much AI, must give AI already, right?
Yeah. I.
I. Okay.
I just realized I is a headset brand. AI. It was
is it?
a very weird brand name. I don't know why.
Okay. Why do you do that?
Seriously, if you pronounce it in Chinese, I mean, no, man. What the hell?
Retry.
Okay, are you seeing my screen right
I think it's Rito.
Writer. Oh yeah, writer.
Yeah, we have
Okay,
the screen.
Me. Okay, so it's a better way to write a lot of things. See Instagram posts, Facebook SEO title. Yeah, no need to talk so much. Let's start.
So
Okay.
it's just yet another AI writing stuff.
Quite interesting. Okay, so I actually wrote something. Learn about LinkedIn for job search and career. Then they keep pumping out variations. You see?
Oh,
You
that's
see,
cool.
Wow.
And it's not just playing with the order. No, you see, this one need to learn to use LinkedIn to find a job. Our LinkedIn lesson will help you navigate the site, establish professional connection, and prepare your profile for search.
Okay.
Just learn from LinkedIn for job search and career development.
Right.
Drama
Interesting,
Manfred.
right?
But I mean,
Drama,
too bad you got a job already. Else you can actually go and audition for this kind of stuff.
Voiceover.
No, can. I think maybe can. Got chance.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So that's all.
Okay, I already put that in the comment. You guys can go over and click on it
Interesting.
and just have fun. Looks like something fun. Then I'm gonna try later on.
Yep.
So that brings us to the end of this show. Thank you so much for joining us, Fong. Really learned so much from you and
No problem.
about Tesla as well. Next time maybe we can create an episode for you to rant about
Talk
Tesla.
about Tesla lah. We give you 1 hour just to
1
talk about
hour.
Tesla.
We sit there. We only show your
Can.
face there. Then we just sit
Yeah.
there. Something like that.
Can.
Can you sure? Okay, the
Can.
next okay then we plan. Okay, one
Later
time
we
we come
talk
back.
all about Tesla.
Talk about Elon lah. I would say.
Elon. Okay, Elon. Okay,
It'll
I
be
mean,
more interesting if you guys really want. I follow.
It's
Yeah,
an interesting
it's
study.
good one.
He's an interesting study.
Yes.
Yeah.
seriously,
Mhm.
Elon Musk. Okay, set it as a topic in maybe next month.
All right.
Or later this month we come back.
There you go,
I
guys.
will be-
With
I will be interested. Let's talk about him also. I'm very interested about him.
Can yeah. Anyway, lazy to read, so might as well let the guy talk about it. So
Yeah.
and what? Okay, then I say thanks a lot. And see you at Motil. Okay,
Thank
chill.
you.
Okay.
that
Anyway,
sounds like a club, like a nice.
I'm not
nice
sure
club,
whether
huh?
you will turn into something cult-like kind of stuff. I don't know, but
man.
I guess it's quite interesting.
Hey,
And
go,
Andrew,
patent the name.
It's a culture, Motil
Trademark the
culture.
name.
yeah,
Trademark the
yeah,
name first.
we were thinking about that. Okay, but anyway, I will be booking Manfred cannot speak Cantonese. Andrew lah, Chiwai lah, and give me a few names who are Motil. Yeah, let's come back to the show and have fun over there. Okay, now Chiwai said gentleman's club. Okay, gentlemen. I don't know that's how you categorize it, but anyway, just have fun. All right. Thank you guys, and thanks Fong for joining us tonight. We will see him back talking about Elon Musk real soon in the near future. If you like that, remember to hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode. We do this every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. See you next week. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.